So, the story starts in Las Vegas. Within 3 hours of arriving at the fabulous MGM Grand, I'd managed to get robbed. Thankfully, my community quickly showed me they cared a lot about my girlfriend's boots because of course you did, you foot fetishists, but either way, Vegas was pretty cool, or at least it is if you like drinks, casinos and American food. I do like the first two, although unfortunately the third one destroyed my stomach after a couple of days. But it was while I was there, enjoying my time with people I met through Discord calls, that we came up with a bit of an idea. Why don't we go to DreamHack Dallas? It was only a few days off, and given I was already in the States, Dallas was only a short flight away. Last Dallas had been pretty good, but the bar at Dallas had been pretty good, and we were keen to go back, and as an added bonus, we get to go to a CSGO event too. And if I was going to be going to Dallas, well, I figured, why not try unboxing some cases? Clowning around in the arena with a laptop opening cases is a great way to get people's attention, and if I could somehow get a knife, I'd probably be the first person to do it since Pasha Biceps pulled one at a LAN in 2015. It sounded like a great idea, so I got on an extremely uncomfortable US domestic flight and made my way back to the one place I'd missed so much. Oh, and there was some CSGO. Now, this video is sponsored by SkinsMonkey. Check out SkinsMonkey to quickly and easily trade your CSGO skins. Use the code Zeus to get up to $5 extra on your first trade, as well as a bonus when depositing. Link is in the description. Check it out today. So, having arrived at the hotel, I immediately found myself being recognized. That kind of was one change from last Dallas. I wasn't exactly some faceless creator anymore, and even though I hadn't told anybody I was coming or gotten a creator badge or really done anything to draw attention to myself, I was getting recognized pretty much right away. And unlike Paris and DreamHack Melbourne, I also didn't have people much more famous than me that I could hide behind. So with a moderate degree of social anxiety, I made my way over to DreamHack for the first day. Unfortunately at this point though, I discovered a slight issue. We'd forgot to charge the laptop, which wouldn't have been a problem except we waited until after the final game to turn up. So with that, I just managed to completely blow the first day of the event. And this f*** up had consequences too, because it turned out I wasn't the only person in the audience who wanted to be a discount unfunny swagger souls, far from it. Plenty of other people had brought their laptops, and one of them had done the unthinkable. One Talon night stripe later, and my dream to be the first was dead. Now, to say this moment was going to inspire people is a bit of an understatement. While the first day may have only had a handful of laptops in the crowd, the second day saw at least 20. However, by this time, I actually remembered to charge the damn thing, and I was determined to get some work done. And I had a stroke of fortune. I managed to contact someone at ESL who found us literally the best seats in the house. So I grabbed myself a bunch of cases, including a couple of weapon cases, and got to work opening. Now, I quickly discovered a couple of problems. Firstly, it was kind of hard to get my case unboxings on stream.
With a competitor that they probably didn't expect to see in that. I can't see it. We can't see your case opening, but I assume from your reaction it was blue.
There's two main issues. Firstly, I didn't know when I was being filmed, and most of the time because I was facing the computer towards the crowd, it wasn't like the camera could see it anyway. This is probably the sort of thing that could have been solved with planning, but I hadn't really done much of that, so it was kind of on me. But the bigger problem was pretty simple. I was getting on the openings. My Bravo cases, or riffs. The other cases, well, despite opening about 40, I think I only got 2 purples and that was it. This was probably the worst luck at the worst time you could possibly imagine. Although, on the bright side, I did manage to successfully recreate a scene from The Lion King. But my little trip to the floor had kind of ended in disaster, so we regrouped to brainstorm our plans for the final day, and the idea we came up with was brilliant. Tomorrow, we would go back to the arena and try exactly the same thing again, and this time hope it works. I mean, what were the odds I could lose twice? Basically 0, right? Well, things started getting interesting before I even had a chance to get started. First of all, as soon as I got to the arena, somebody immediately unboxed another knife. You can see him down here, waving his computer around while the show's going on in the background. Eventually people start to notice and the cameras pan to him, and they're even nice enough to give him a little light show. Pretty cool. I wanted some of that action. But as it turned out, I was kind of out of luck because I wasn't able to access the floor of the event that day. Again, this is kind of what happens when you wait till the last minute and don't tell anyone you're coming. So instead, I had to perch myself on the left-hand side of the arena. But as I quickly figured out, the skeleton knife at the start of the day had kind of inspired people a bit. Case unboxings were everywhere now, and the camera crew seemed to be getting rather trigger happy with the unboxings on the stream, and people were not holding back on the expensive shit too. But as for me, well, I was out of expensive cases. I was stranded on the upper deck of the arena, and I was running out of time, out of cases, and out of chances. But as it turned out, I wasn't out of luck. Right at the end of the very first map, I'd managed to land myself a set of minimal wear driver glove racing green, one of the worst things I could have possibly gotten. Could have been vice gloves, go me. Still, I'd done the unthinkable. It was a massive weight off my shoulders. Very quickly, I was joined by 2 lovely soy jacks who stopped by with their big off piece of cardboard to add my goal to the list for the day and get my dumbass signature. And a few minutes later, they actually went down to join Warel for his own unboxing on the stage. Now, Warel made quite a scene on the stage as well. I'd tell you more about it, but he's got his own video, so you should check that one out instead, it's really good. But anyway, with 1 gold in the bag, I felt kind of aimless. I mean, I'd done what I came to do. What else was there for me to do? What was the point of opening more cases at this stage? I wasn't going to get anything else. In fact, I actually quick opened a bunch of cases just to get them out of the way. But with Mouse being spanked and the event clearly coming to an end, I decided it was time for one final rise. On the very last round of the final, as Dexter found himself being demolished by the one Danish IGL he couldn't beat, I decided I was going to open one last Spectrum 2 case. And then this happened. Oh! Some way, somehow, by an absolute miracle, I literally unboxed a set of StatTrak Shadow Dagger's Tiger Tooth on the very final map of the event. You can even hear it on stream as well.
There was moments of doubt of whether or not this career was even for him. There was times where he would pursue a career in finance, a career where he didn't think he was going to make it as a CSGO player.
Within minutes, the finals were over, but I think we all know who the true winner here was. Ents. It was clearly Ents. And speaking of winning, despite getting 2 golds, I still didn't have a great run. In fact, because of how bad both my goals were, I lost about $800 altogether opening the stuff at the event. Obviously, if just one of my golds had been good, that would have all been different, but that's the thing about cases. You can get a bunch of golds and you can still lose. But overall, it was a fantastic trip. I met lots of really nice people, watched some amazing CS, put on several kilos from the American food I was eating, and most importantly, had a really good time. One thing is for sure though, I can't wait for the next event. And with that, we're pretty much done for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe, massively appreciated. Otherwise, trust the numbers, not your guts. I'm Heyzeus. Thanks for watching. See ya.